Hi, I'm Erik Linask, coming to you at AstraCon 2009. I'm here with LumenVox's Matt Warshal. Matt, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So we're here, third day of AstraCon this year. Maybe start off, how's the show been?
The show's been fantastic. Honestly, the pickup is way better than we thought it was going to be. We have a new product that we were excited to talk about, and pretty much everyone that we spoke with thought it was outstanding, had a great time, talking with them about it, and generated a good little bit of interest, and even a couple sales right out the door.
That's fantastic. Now, the new product you're talking about, that's the SaaS-based product you were
Exactly. It's speech
about.
recognition as a service. It's a subscription-based licensing for our speech recognition engine. So the idea is, instead of purchasing licenses and storing them locally, you can just contact us through an internet connection to rent, if you will, a license on a month-by-month basis. It allows for a far easier deployment because it just fractionalizes the cost. It's a matter of $8 a month to get started with our speech engine. That's it.
Wow. And we all know, I mean, there's such a huge focus on costs. I know, everybody's been talking about that these days, so that's huge. So who has to contact you? Are you going directly to the end user now?
Generally, that is how it works. We work with both resellers and end users. Of course, like anyone here, most of our end users are developers. Oftentimes, they'll come up to us with a proof of concept, and again, generally speaking, with our industry in speech recognition, it's cost prohibitive to get started. Even just to develop a simple proof of concept, you have to lay out several hundred, if not several thousands of dollars. And we finally came up with a way through a new version of our licensing to be able to allow authentication for licensing requests. So just pave the way for what is already an exciting thing.
Why is there an increase in the attention on speech technologies, particularly in the open source community?
I think that for the most part, it's people are looking to defray some of the costs of just operating, for example, a call center or just any IVR, and then also looking to convey that they are cutting edge. Of course, the more automated you can make something, the better you look, and the more money you can save. So speech recognition really does fit right perfectly into that.
Now, with regard to open source type solutions as opposed to some of the better known proprietary solutions out there, how does something like yours compare?
Well, certainly we pride ourselves on working with the open source community as opposed to some of the bigger guys out there. Because we're small, we're agile, we're able to shift focus to help some of the smaller guys meet their needs. Like I said, we're willing to sit down and put our developers together with yours or theirs and find out how we can adapt to meet their needs. And the open source community pretty much lives on that. So it certainly helps us fight against the juggernauts out there.
And what are some of those needs that your partners and developers are looking to address?
For the most part, a lot of it is just integrations. So you've got a telephony platform, and you're looking to write some kind of API integration between your engine and ours. So it's really just a matter of us figuring out, okay, what can we do to make our API work with yours? How can we make this as easy as possible for your customers to integrate it? For the most part, that is really where we go. But even with something as prominent and important as standards in this industry, we all know that the standards are a nice idea, but there's always different ways to interpret them. So for almost any integration that we go through, there's a good little bit of our developers saying, all right, theoretically the spec says this, but we know that we have to wiggle it here and fidget it there in order to get it to properly speak to your platform. So it's a good little bit of that, us adjusting our clients to work with your servers, etc.
What are two of the more interesting use cases that you've seen with speech recognition?
Well, there's actually a really cool one that is a taxi dispatching company. So the idea is that you can just call up a phone number and tell an IVR where you are and where you want to go by address. And instead of having someone actually manually call out to a cabin and create the dispatch, we've helped this one particular customer write an incredibly complex grammar that will allow them to fully automate it, and you'll have a cab there even quicker than before. We were proud to work with our good friends down at GM on their Chevy Star product, which is the Latin American equivalent of OnStar. So any Chevy car that has OnStar down in South America is running the LumenVox speech engine.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's neat to know.
It is.
Couple of neat things that LumenVox has seen happen with its speech technology. I've been talking here at AstraCon 2009 with LumenVox's Matt Warshal. Matt, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.